Open your mouth. Spread your legs. Clear. Let's go.
Yo, this Trap Star Trizzy, Dog in the Yard. Today we bringing you another special episode, reporting live from 3125 Park Avenue in memory of Gunner, aka Joshua Johnson. May his soul forever rest in peace. Today we got a special, super legendary interview with BX Tone, aka Hassim, who currently served 20 years for conspiracy to distribute cocaine, amongst many other things. He was also picked up by the feds and he was recently released on probation. Today we're gonna talk about the successes. I'm gonna let him tell you the rest of the story.
What up, what up? You already know what it is. Your boy Pistol Pete. Welcome back to Dog in the Yard. And today we got a good friend of mine, man, my nigga Tone.
You already
What's
know,
up,
baby.
Tone?
What's good with you?
How you, man?
Everything is good.
Everybody see you in a minute, man.
Everything is good, baby.
You looking
Word.
good, shit.
Working, staying focused.
That's what it is,
Word.
man. So what's
Word.
up,
It's
Tone,
all
man? How you
objective.
been, brother?
I've been good, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Been good. You know what I'm saying? Home 17 months.
Yeah, so
Another mission.
another mission, huh? Yeah.
Word.
Well, Tone, you know, for those that don't know you like I do, you know, let them know a little rundown about, you know, yourself, you know, your background, where you from, siblings, upbringing a little bit, and when you started getting in trouble, you know, what caused you to, you know, triggered and you start in the street and get in trouble, and how it all started.
Facts. Well, I mean, you know, been a long journey, but I start with, you know, born in Harlem, you know what I'm saying, raised in the Bronx since the early, from the late 70s or whatever, moved to BX in the late 70s, young man, you know what I'm saying, I'm 50 right now, 74, made my 50th this year, but, you know, moved to the Bronx in the, you know, in the early 80s, late 70s, during the course of Reaganomics, you know, the crack era, the dope era, all that, you know what I'm saying, and born and raised. When I say born and raised, I mean because like most of my influences is, you know what I'm saying, the South Bronx, Patterson, Marhaven, Millbrook, Cypress, all that, you know what I'm saying? That's where I come from. And, you know, those environmental influences, you know what I'm saying? You see the big body Benzes, the Boy Georges of the world, you know what I'm saying, the Alpos of the world, you know, even though he's a piece of shit, we gonna keep it 100, you know what I'm saying, right? We sign up for certain things, there's rules to it, and we obey those rules and regulations. Point blank, period. That's what grown men do. But the reality of it is that, you know what I'm saying, there was a lot of money getters around us, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We from them same hoods, them same, you know what I'm saying, BX blocks.
Facts.
And, you know, being in those type of environments, we try to figure out how we gonna get rich. You know what I'm saying? Those get rich quick schemes, you know what I'm saying? Watching the movies, them Scarfaces and all that, that's influencing us, telling us to go get the bag. And as a side effect, you know, I fell victim to that. You know what I'm saying? Crack, dope, and every other thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just felt like, you know what I'm saying, as a young man, not knowing any better, that this was the way that I was going to get rich and get out of them neighborhoods. Sadly, you know, I'm sadly mistaken as a young man coming from a single parent home in the sense of, you know what I'm saying, being raised by women, my mother and my grandmother, but not having my father around. You know what I'm saying? It was those men in the street, those elements that influenced me, you know what I'm saying? Again, seeing those big body Benzes, those, you know what I'm saying, kitted out, souped up BMWs and all that other stuff that made me say, you know what I'm saying, I needed a part of that. You know what I'm saying? I had a particular type of drive, so I got out in them streets and started doing what I needed to do. You know what I'm saying? One of the influential elements of that was, you know, we had the St. Mary's boxing, Tony's boxing gym.
Yep.
So, you know, I was doing good in that. And then, you know, as a side effect, imposing my will on, you know what I'm saying, individuals around me. And on the older individuals seen that. And it was like, yo, Lil Tone, listen, we got you. Come with us. We got you, baby. And as a young man, you know what I'm saying, 10, 11 years old, you know what I'm saying, I was heavily influenced by those, I got you. So I fell into the drug trade. And, you know what I'm saying, suffice to say, you know what I'm saying, falling into the drug trade, understanding the rules and regulations, because the individuals that raised me, you know what I'm saying, all respect due to all those different individuals, right? They was solid men, you know what I'm saying, and they was doing what they knew, you know what I'm saying? So we ain't putting no shade on that, because I am my experiences, you feel me? And you know what I'm saying, them dudes was honorable, them dudes kept their word, them dudes ain't turned rat, them dudes ain't do none of that. You know what I'm saying, they follow the rules and regulations of the street. You know what I'm saying, some got killed, Some went to prison for lifelong sentences. You know what I'm saying? Some of them I still support to this day because I was in them yards. You know what I'm saying? Hence, dogs in the yard. We was in them yards, handling them yards.
Facts.
Them federal yards, them state yards, all them
Facts.
yards, handling them.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? East Coast side, you know what I'm saying? When we was in the feds, regulating, you know what I'm saying? In the state, we was repping that BX bomber thing. You understand what I'm saying? But so as a side effect, you know what I'm saying? In the 80s, got kind of caught up a little bit, but it was real light.
Yeah.
Nothing to make you say, yo, it ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? So you catch a little hammer charge or whatever, boom, you young, go to the Allen, you know what I'm saying? Gladiator school, C-74 adolescents at war, it just make you tougher, you know what I'm saying? Because you around them dudes from different boroughs or whatever, so we at war with each other because we don't know no better, you know what I'm saying? We fighting over phones and extra cereal
so
and all that.
let them know about that event that when you did start getting in trouble.
Yeah, so just, you know what I'm saying, like fast tracking it to that, early 90s, I had a, you know what I'm saying, incident where I end up, you know what I'm saying, letting that hammer go and, you know what I'm saying, hitting 2 or 3 dudes up or whatever. That was my first state bid. I went to the state.
Went to the island.
I went to the island.
How old you was?
Ended up in the state. I was 16. You know what I'm saying? I had two attempt murders and 2 hammer charges.
How was that feeling going across that bridge? You know, that long bridge going to the island.
Yo, shit is crazy, right? Because again, you know what I'm saying, where we came from, that shit was a rite of passage. So it wasn't like, oh man, like, oh, what happened to me? It's like, yeah, nigga going to the island, we getting ready to get it.
Yeah, you was looking forward to it.
Yeah, I was looking forward to it. Let me get another stripe. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a warrior, you know, I'm a soldier, I'm a dog in the yard. So it's like, yo, how you say you official when you ain't never been in the island and regulated the island and regulated them houses and them phones? So these the environmental influences where they got us living in an upside down kingdom.
Absolutely.
Shit that don't matter to us.
Matters to us.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
People on the outside looking at us like we out our goddamn mind and we trying to catch a body.
Facts.
Right? We need that stripe. So, you know, here we go, the social determinants of health. Right? These are the things that determine how our decision-making processes are shaped. These are the things that determine whether or not we, you know what I'm saying, whether we function with hypertension because we're in a high-stressed environment. But in any event, I end up copping out. I had 2 attempt murders, 2 hammers. I went to trial. They was like, we're going to give you a minimum of 15. I copped out. I took 3 years. During that time, shit was different. I took 3 years. I was home like a year and a half on work release. And I was back at it, getting money, moving around the streets, completed work release, got back to it. But got back to it on a different level because now my hammer done blew. I done went to the state penitentiary. I done been on Rikers Island and I got my stripes.
Yeah. Now you 19, what? 20?
Yeah, I was 19.
Yeah.
I was 19.
That's what I'm saying. Now you
right?
19, yeah.
Yeah, so I come home. Mans and them, they hit me with some bread. They like, yo, here you go, bro. My man gave me a tech. He was like, yo, you need a tech, you need a hammer, Tech 9. Boom, hit me the joint. Boom, and I just got out there. But that shit just got different. The money start coming different. We start going upstate New York, opened up in Albany and Poughkeepsie and Peekskill. Plus we had Patterson and Mount Haven jumping, so the bread coming in. We got heroin, we got cocaine. Niggas is trying to get on. It's like this nigga's tone is on.
Yeah.
And he regulating the hood and niggas is eating.
Moving.
Yeah, they pushing whips. Everything is good. Lo and behold, some bodies end up dropping. Boom, an indictment came down. Boom, and I was in upstate New York. I had an alibi, so I was able to skate out of it. But a few of my bros end up getting jammed up real bad with it because they ain't have no alibis.
Okay.
But I caught a violation, so I got the violation because I had I had the parole from the 2 attempt murders.
Okay.
I had a 3 to 9. I had 9 years parole.
Oh yeah.
Right. So I end up coming back into the system. So I come back into the system. I lay up for like a year, but I got bread. Some of the people that wasn't out there, they still in the hood. They regulating.
They're regulating.
Right. So I'm just in there plotting and planning on what's gonna happen next. Cause I mean the reality is this, man. Like crime, that was my way. You know what I'm saying? Like that was what I was doing. In any event, came home, got right to it.
Immediately.
Then that's how me and Pete end up really locking all the way in because I got right to it. A federal indictment dropped. Boom, they like this nigga Tone, BX, da-da-da-da. Me and Pete running into each other. We in MCC, we going crazy. You know what I'm saying? MCC, oldest real crushing shit. You know what I'm saying? We going
this
in.
This nigga told,
Word, you know what I'm saying?
It's like, yo, you got somebody that got to be told?
Word.
This is my nigga.
Yeah. So we running around, we doing what we do. You know what I'm saying? That's we up top. We got Gargamel, everybody, my thing, the whole squad. We got the BX Bombers. Niggas is up in there, just putting it in. Right, so and then this is on a federal level, so we regulating niggas from other states. Like it's New York. You come to this spot, check in. Got Peter Shue with them niggas in there. The niggas cover, they check it in. Yo, we regulate the whole shit.
It's funny. It's a fact,
any event, boom, that shit was just priming the machine. So boom, when I did with my federal case, how that shit played out was that when I got snatched by the feds, they didn't really have me for the drugs, although they was charging me for the boss. They had me because one nigga was cooperating from the BX saying that, well, what we was doing when I would go out of town with work, I would double flip my work. So if I went out of town and I made like 150, I spent 50 on guns. And then we come back to New York with them bags of hammers and sell them joints. You know what I'm saying? So I was double flipping my bread. So one nigga that grew up with me, you know, it be like that, and niggas that's close to you, niggas be doing bullshit. So he wanted some hammers. So I told my man, I said, yo, we know the nigga. Like, I ain't got time to be talking to that nigga. He ain't on the team, but get a nigga some guns. He got bread, give him some guns. The nigga was working for the feds. So my man, yo, this shit crazy. So that's what used to bug me out about Young, the blow nigga that was with us in Otisville, because the way he got lined up when he came home, and the dude that was his man was working with the government and lined him up. He talking
about Blow, by the way.
The movie. Boston George.
Nigga,
he wouldn't even talk to nobody after that. That nigga, I'll be going to the business. He was like, yo, Tom, I need a flower. But he ain't really mess with nobody. So I'll be going to the business. He managed all the flowers on the compound.
He talking to a few of us. Let him rest in peace. He passed away.
All right. Boom. But yeah, so he wouldn't even rock with certain dudes after he was traumatized by his friend flipping on him. So any event going back to my situation, because I knew the dude, I told my man, yo, sell him some hammers. We got mad hammers. But the main thing is that they was investigating me. So they was trying to get it to where I sold them the hammers. But I'm doing so much. I just told my man to take care of that.
Handle that, because I'm doing something else.
So what he do is, because I told my man to hit him, my man gives him joints on the arm, like, all right, got this bread for these, but take another bag. Because we had mad joints. Yeah. So he's stalling with the bread, because then he know I'm going to come. So we had the barbershop over on 3rd and Morris. Right. My man Troy Reed that was doing the
Come on,
man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so shout out to Troy Reed.
Yeah, shout out to Troy Reed. Yeah, you already know. Right? So that's why one of my Patterson villains. He lived in my building. You know what I'm saying? So had the barbershop over there. So the dude playing games with the money. So one day I was local. My man called me and said, yo, bro, just pulled up at the barbershop. You know, he's supposed to have that bread, this, that, and the third. Yo, he keeps saying he want to talk to you, this, that, and the third. I said, I'm local. I'm in the town. I said, I'm going to come see him. I go over there. Now, remember, this indictment is bubbling. The whole they got the joint surrounded, the feds and all that shit, right? I go over there. I see him come across. Boom. He get out the whip. He like, yo, bro, what up? He got 2 security niggas with him. One of the niggas was a fed, though. So... But like these some big niggas, you know, at the time I was like 250, so I'm I'm like, yo, what's up? So I got my man with me that gave him the joints. I'm like, yo, what's good? He like, yo, what up, big bro? I'm like, yo, what's up? Like, we having this conversation, and you got that bread for my man. I don't know he wired and all that. So he like, yeah, I know I got that, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas gotta wait. So I was like, niggas gotta wait. I said, yo, what's wrong with you? I said, yo, you bugging out. So he was like, but he's scared. I find out later on that they forced him to come talk to me. And he's telling them, this nigga is dangerous. This nigga gonna, I'm telling you, I ain't gonna, but they telling him to trigger me so that they could, everything could go.
Yeah, everything could go accordingly to what they plan.
He don't tell them. Yeah. This nigga comes to the drop, he got a hammer in his pocket. They don't know though.
Okay.
So we stand there. So when he say whatever he said to me, I said, word. So, I got my right-hand man, let him rest in peace, first base. Base is right there. Base is the one that made the deal with him.
Okay.
Base is right there. So Base, that's right hand. He know what we do, how we give it up.
Facts.
So I'm talking to nigga talk shit. I was like, word. I said, yo, that's crazy. I said, yo, you gonna send niggas through that? He's like, yeah, just saying niggas gotta wait. Base flush him. Bam! When he going down, he starts shooting through his coat. So I start letting my shit go. I got 2 blocks. I start letting my shit go. Boom, boom, boom. The shit go crazy. Boom. I dip. Boom. I start running. As soon as I start running, I hear mad police. Woo, 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 woo. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Boom. And everything has got me surrounded where Lincoln Hospital was at, where the Lincoln Hospital parking lot is at, because we used to have the parking lot right there. We used to keep our whips at and all that shit. So I'm trying to go to the garage, jump in the whip and get up out of it. But it's police, because they all over, because they know my cars is in the garage, all kind of shit. That's how I end up with you. Word up. So they took me, boom, they booked me and all that shit. Boom, the feds come like, nah, this is a federal indictment. We taking this nigga. Boom. I come to the feds. I'm an MCC. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Shit over some motherfucker, some of this little nigga. They bring the indictment like, all right, boom. My man that was with me, they didn't really have shit on him, but they had some stuff. The whole case got smashed because this nigga started shooting. Yeah. He wasn't supposed to have a gun. Initially, they was like, we got your ass, it's over. Da, 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 da. Once Rico got on, I had Rico got on it. He was like, yo, you got a motherfucking informant at the drum with a hammer. He started shooting first. They had the coats with the holes in the coats, all kind of shit. Boom. So so Rico's like, listen, we could go suit, we could do whatever. He said, or my client a cop to the weapons. We let him cop to the weapons. We gonna send him. He'll take his time. He gonna go because I know what it is. I'm like, yeah. And Rico like, yo, I'm gonna let you. That way, if I get you to cop to the weapons and you take like a five flat with 5.2, I said, listen, get that shit to me. So when we was together, I had that shit. Yeah. But I was wilding, so I was catching shit. That's why I was in the box and all that shit. In any event, I got released from the feds, but I still had the 2 attempt murders from the state shit parole. Okay. The day before I was released, Rico got that shit smashed because of how the federal shit went down.
Because they went down.
Came home. I'm like, yeah, it's lit. But now I'm like, back to it. This is what we do.
Yeah. You back to it.
Come home. All right. Easy money, surveilling, and got to it. That shit gave me a 61 count indictment with a joint task force, federal and state. They came and got me in 2002, 61 count indictment, had 20,000 phone taps. Boom, but my shit was a little bit different.
How many phone taps?
It was 20,000 phone tap recorded conversations.
You know how much time they give you for each phone call? Like
check this shit out, though. This is what was crazy, bro. This is the shit that was crazy. They had me on 2 calls. All the rest of the calls, because I was just like going crazy. It was like 50, 60 niggas, you know what I'm saying, bro? And niggas is like, yo, we with the big bro, nigga Tone, we got the fire, yo, y'all niggas to get down. So niggas is on the phone talking shit like that. They got me on a call. One time it was a chick, she got called with a half a bird, and she called, this is my chick from Philly that I brought up to New York. She used to move around, and she's just like, I was like, yo, you good? She was like, yeah. I'm in some precinct somewhere. They pulled me over. I was like, word. I said, so you good? You ain't do shit. Just, call your moms or your pops to see what's up. She was like, she was pregnant. And she said, just don't forget about me, baby. I'm going to do everything I need to do. Just don't forget about me. I was like, yo, why would somebody forget about you? You ain't do nothing. You all right. Don't worry about that. That's one call. Another call, niggas lit shit up over in Mount Haven. My man called me. I'm in Philly. My man Black Ass Bo from the Black Spades. He used to be the security for all that shit. He called me. He's like, yo, nigga, you in New York? I'm like, nah, I ain't in New York. He was like, he said, yo, some niggas came through here and tore this shit up, and I'm swear it was your niggas. I was like, nah, my niggas ain't with that shit.
I'm not even around.
I ain't even around. I call my brother. Let him rest in peace. I call my man. I'm like, yo, what's good? Everybody good? He was like, yeah, nigga. Yeah, these niggas was playing, so it was daytime. They thought it wasn't going to happen. I said, you niggas is what? I said, y'all niggas is wild. And I said, y'all niggas going to be like sad puppies because I'm going to be in lawn parking and y'all doing pull-ups and working out and chilling, doing what the fuck this shit come with, and y'all niggas gonna be crying about the time that y'all got, them life sentences. I said, but y'all niggas is playing games. I said, yo, that's all I got to say. Those are the 2 calls for me that they played in the courtroom.
Yeah, that's the 2, yeah.
And they was like, this is how bosses think. He charged it to the game. He knew he was going back to prison because that's what this come with. That's how they indicted me. Out of 61 counts, I got found guilty 4 counts. 4 felonies and 4 misdemeanors. Them niggas gave me 15 to life, 15 to life, 20 to life, 20 to life, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. They gave me 74 to life in the state. Word. It was like, we want this nigga right here.
Just like that.
Yep. They was like, yo, I was on trial for like 3 months. Well, I was on trial because I was like, fuck that. I ain't copping. I ain't got me. I ain't
feds
doing
is
shit.
different.
But so what happens is the feds in the state was beefing.
Yeah, because they try to take.
But the state was like, nah, we put too much
them.
resources into this investigation. We had that whole area on the investigation. Bottom line is that did that, but when I got in there, I started getting focused. I started really thinking. I'm like, nigga, you gotta be here for life. Like, what you gonna do? So the first 5 years, I ain't gonna front. I was still on smash time.
Yeah,
I was on Island like 3 years, crushing shit,
running around,
building a building,
Uh-huh.
going crazy. But then I end up But then I started thinking. I started really reflecting on God and the different blessings, the type of shit, the way the gun battle happened, and I didn't get shot. I started thinking about all kind of shit. I was like, yo. And I went and took my shahada. Just one day I went down to the masjid and took my shahada and turned Muslim, and I just started studying.
Yeah, you started going a different
And that
path.
shit started healing my mind.
Yeah, hell fucker, you needed that shit.
Yeah,
man.
that shit started healing my mind because we always, all of us been smart.
Yeah,
But it's
of
like
course.
getting away from the influences that's moving you in that negative direction to get your mind focused.
You need God, man. Only God could do
Yo,
that.
word, bro. So I started making prayer,
That's word.
and I went up. I ended up, once I blew trial, they sent me up top. Police ran down on me and got real disrespectful, and I dealt with them crazy. So I ended up going to the box for like I could get up top. So I ended up in the box for like 8 months. But I had already took shahada on an island, so I was already studying the Quran and shit.
you was in the
so
box.
when I was in the box,
You started
it's like
reflecting on it.
my whole shit started transforming. I started thinking different. Thinking about my kids, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I had like right before I went in, my son was just born. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 daughters, you know what I'm saying? One of my youngest daughter is 16 months older than my son. Then I got my oldest daughter, she 30 now with my 2 grandkids. So I start thinking of like, yo, this shit real. Now I had my wife at the time, like, yo, they out there, you left them out there.
Yeah.
And I really started getting focused, and I just started reading shit. Everything I came in contact, you know, in the box, they bring all kind of bullshit books. I was like, I'm taking everything.
Everything that comes through you read.
And I was specifically
every
looking
page.
for all of the shit that was different.
Everything that was different.
Cause I'm like, yo, I gotta switch this shit up. Yo,
Facts.
Pete, this shit we was going crazy.
I know.
Nigga, we was bananas. And so when people be like, yo, niggas is crazy, I be like, we was crazy. Niggas was crazy.
It's true though. It's a fact.
We was crazy. So at that point in time, I started making my transition, bro.
Yeah.
But I had the support system. I had my moms, I had my wife, I had the kids, I had my sisters. I got
That
4
helped you out a lot.
sisters. You better believe it. Everybody don't be having that. You know what I'm
don't be
saying? Then I
having
had the
that.
bros that didn't get caught up with me. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, money wasn't a thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got the lawyers like, yo, we on your appeals. So my situation was a little bit different. And I'm handling niggas. Like, I knock a nigga out for fun. That's my rep. When niggas be getting in the fights and they get bubbles in their stomach and all that shit, the nigga be acting crazy. I'm like, oh, shit, little wreck.
Yeah.
Fuck this nigga life up. You know what I'm saying?
This
Whoa,
nigga
so I'm
talk.
like, yeah, this is some cool shit right here. Cause niggas be looking at pretty boy nigga, they got the Cartiers or he
yo,
this, that, the third.
we
And
was-
then the nigga say some
yeah.
stupid shit.
We was just waiting for
Word.
All I said,
That you was the same way. Nigga, we was going bananas. So
Just
I'm like, yo, I gotta get the tough nigga out the crew. Cause I tell him, I said, you just did some shit just now, bro. Then I'm gonna fuck your life up. So go get your man, that Brooklyn nigga that everybody be talking about.
Yeah, go get
Or
that nigga.
motherfucker from Cali, the big homie nigga. Get that nigga. Tell that nigga to come through. Or I'm gonna crush your ass and I'm gonna have to fuck him up anyway. So you might as well just get him and let me deal with that nigga. And that's just how that shit used to go. So that was like wreck for me. So I'm moving through the yards like we in the motherfucking Red Parrot. I'm like this in the yard. Yo, what's up? What's up with y'all niggas? Y'all good?
That shit was
yo,
like, right,
Yo, nigga, yo,
nothing.
you need to get on the phone. Yeah, nah, he ain't down with nobody. Right. Nigga, get on the phone. Yeah, stay on as long as you want. When he get finished, y'all get the phone back. Like, I'm fucking with niggas because niggas is oppressing. We always been good niggas.
You always been good nigga.
You know what I'm saying? We coming through,
That's a fucking fact,
hitting
bro.
niggas off that ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
That's just what we do.
That's what
you know
we
I'm
do.
saying? Like, we
We-
ain't just trying to be the only ones looking
We ain't
good.
bullying niggas and none of that.
Yeah.
We bully the ones that thought it was bullies.
That's how you do that. And the other dudes that's just trying to exist, come on, y'all good. You know how many dudes I ran into like that, bro? Up
know.
top and in
Hell,
the street.
fuck it.
Yo, Tone, yo, what up? And I'm like, who this nigga?
Nah,
is? Nigga like, yo, I
the
love
love
you.
is
Yo,
the
this
love
nigga
is
used to feed me.
the love
He
is
used to give me
genuine though. The
extras.
love is genuine.
It's like, oh, shit.
Motherfuckers see to be like, yo, nigga, you looked out for me here, remember? That
You don't
shit
even
like
be
that.
remembering them because you did it from the heart.
We did so much shit. I don't remember
Word,
that
you don't be
shit.
remembering
You
none
don't
of
remember
that.
I be like, word.
Word.
Yo, you looked out for me. Word.
So yo, so bro, so on the inside, so after years of kind of getting into me and just being in the little library and
How long you
making
spent in the
prayer,
box?
I spent in the box the first time. That shit was like 8 months.
Okay.
Then after that, I ended up going back to the box again. Both of the times that I spent time in the box was for the police. You know, police, they acting tough and all that. Because all of the police ain't bad. You
Right.
just get some of them assholes like
Yeah, they wanna
pictures of them
try
niggas
you.
that was in Attica, and
Yeah,
certain
yeah.
German in them that was in
German and
Comstock.
Herbert in them,
Yeah,
yeah,
you gotta
Comstock.
kind of like, I'm gonna give this shit nigga I'm gonna give him a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like by the
Yeah.
time
Like this guy gotta get different.
when I come through, he
You
gonna be
gotta
telling his
deal with him
officers,
different.
don't put him on the wall. We don't want to search him. Let
Yeah,
him go.
Let him go.
Cause you know you're like y'all not getting out of here on time tonight.
Hell, fuck no.
You know what I'm saying? But so and that's the same thing. Like the oppressors be on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
But after I started really reflecting, bro, I was like, yo, I should go to college.
Hell yeah.
Boom, I start going to the general library, checking the college books out. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna sign up. I wrote Ohio University. Yo, what's up with the classes? This, that, and the third. What it's gonna cost? You know what I'm saying? Boom. And right after that, they wrote me back, but one of my appeals came through. So how the state function, they be trying to minimize economics, so they moved me to Coxsackie so I could be closer to the island.
Right.
That appeal went through. I end up getting I got approved on for that appeal. Then right after that, they approved me for a court date. I went down. Once they approved me for the court date, they was like, "Oh, this shit is for real." They moved me to Green Haven, so they moved me even closer, so I could be like right there to the Bronx and come right back. Boom. So I go down on appeal in 2009. Boom. So now that I'm having a hearing and all that stuff. Boom. They even got to the point in the hearing where after they was looking at like to resentence me and all that stuff, where they was saying like, "Yo, we might be able to kind of." Adjust his sentence because we think he got over sentenced because I didn't get found guilty of none of the homicides. You know what I'm saying? So in any event, so my sentence my shit ended up getting ran concurrent.
Right.
So the 20 to 20, the 15 to 15, and the four singles, the 74 to life. I kept the 74 to life, but it was run concurrent. So I was able to see the board in 20 years. Boom. So I come back up top. I'm thinking I'm getting ready to go back down. They denied every appeal after that.
Okay.
But in 2014, I signed up for Bard College, and they accepted me. And that shit just changed my life, bro. I just locked all the way in. I was still doing the boxing program because they had a full boxing program in Green Haven. So that shit was constructive for me because I ain't have to put my hands on nobody to get my wreck off. I'm just in the gym every afternoon. Getting it in. Boom. We had sparring sessions. That shit was, training niggas. They just tell you I had mad niggas and y'all niggas is getting it up. Right? And so that shit was constructive to where I ain't really had to go back to the box because I could tell a nigga, we're going to put you on a call out this afternoon. We gonna spar. You good? You with that? Yeah. All right. You still get a few stragglers on the company every now and then.
Of course.
But that was constructive. So anybody that pulled up to the spot was like, I'm nice with my hands. I'm from here. I get crazy busy or whatever.
Oh, what? Oh, you gonna hit the yard?
Yo, we got you. We gonna put you on a call out. We got you.
Definitely in that ring, nigga. You fight like that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you fight.
Yeah, we got you, bro. You know what I'm saying? So anyway,
it's true.
That shit. So I had that shit, and then I had the college, and I would just lock in. Studying. I got my associate's degree 2 years later. 2 years after that, I got my bachelor's degree.
My nigga's tall.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm
After that shit, I started running transitional services. I started facilitating AVP. I started shout out to my man Tyson and J.O., my man Boston, the Bronx Bombers and the New York City Bombers. We started doing a youth assistance program where they was bringing kids in from high schools into Green Haven, and we was mentoring them or whatever and talking to them or whatever. I just started going in. I was like, yo, this is it.
Yeah.
Boom. So I ended up going to Fish Skill, got the Fish Skill. It was, you know what I'm saying? Bard was there. Boom. I just got on board. It was, you know what I'm saying? Different people, they're like, yo, we can't get this shit under control. Yo, Niggas coming down here, niggas doing whatever they want. I'm like, yo, I got you. Give me a job down there. I'm gonna come help y'all kind of get it together or whatever. Revamp that whole shit to where if nigga came down there, he was coming to go to college.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, I'm gonna make you change your life. I'm gonna put pressure on you. I'm gonna put different kind of pressure on you, nigga. I got pressure on you. You gonna do good on these classes. You gonna keep your ass. Don't come to the yard.
Yeah.
Do your homework.
Yeah, do your homework.
And niggas is getting degrees, you know what I'm saying? And later on, like, niggas is like, yo, bro, I appreciate that shit. But the bottom line is I started running a college in Fishkill. I was president of Lifers and Long-Termers. I was president of PACE, Prisoners for AIDS, Counseling and Education. I just started, I was just pushing niggas. Yeah, I got crazy focus.
Yeah.
So now I got the board coming up in a couple of years. So I tell most of the bros know I made a promise to myself when I got to the medium, because mediums is different. I was behind a wall for 18 plus years. But I promised, the 2 promises, this is the shit that locked me all the way in. I promised that when I got the Fishkill to medium, that I wouldn't break nobody up, that I said my hands was off limit. I wouldn't put my hands on nobody, not one person, because I needed to build self-control, because I recognized in that upside-down kingdom, the hood, as well as the penitentiary, the rules are different. When you go into mainstream society, and when you decide that you're getting ready to function as a normal person, you got to reacclimate yourself and transition and take on a different set of rules.
That's right.
So I knew that I couldn't come out here breaking dudes' jaws when they got on my nerves. So I said that was the promise. And the second promise, I had too many feet. I had all kind of different kind of sneakers. And my mans come up, bring me 3, 4 at a time, boom. I said, I ain't buying no more sneakers. So those are the 2 promises that I made to myself. I got to the medium. Yo, bro, I just stay focused. I start doing parole prep. You know what I'm saying? Hearings and all that, like run mock hearings and all that shit. I got in that parole shit. And the parole officer, the parole board commissioner was like, this is the Chinese lady. She was like, this is the best interview I've ever had in my life. We had a full conversation in there. And she was like, and I'm looking at what you did and all of that shit. They let me go.
Wow.
First parole board, you know what I'm saying?
You know they don't even do that, Tom.
Yo.
After all the shit you
do,
did.
Bro. And then my history. Like, when you look at my shit, my shit got all kind of shit on it. And they got my shit labeled, because when the Rockefeller shit came out, and they was giving dudes time cuts, they said, no, that law was made for people like you. You can keep that time. Everybody else going down, yo, I got resentenced, da-da-da-da-da. I was like, nah, you the kingpin this law was made for. Yeah, you stay your ass inside jail. But the bottom line is I just took the time and I made it constructive. So on the tail end, right before something I missed, right before going to the board, in 2023, because I was running the college and I was plugged in with the administrators at Bar College and the executive director of BPI, Bar Prison Initiative, they plugged it to where they was like, yo, you trying to keep going? I was like, what, with school? I said, hell yeah. I said, I made it to the top in the street. Now I'm make it to the top in mainstream society. They plugged it. They brought me the application to apply for graduate school. You know, in May of 2025, I get my master's degree from Columbia University. So I've been in Columbia. Day one I stepped out, I went to Columbia. Boom. Took care of all that shit. And it was a full scholarship.
Still got focus, man.
Word,
Proud of you,
know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm doing that. I'm doing that shit because I recognize they tricked us.
Yeah, they tricked us.
They tricked us.
Now you got it.
Yeah.
It's never too late.
Right. So now we got to share that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So that's where I'm at right now. So just full disclosure, right now, you know what I'm saying? Master's degree, getting ready to finish up on my master's degree at Columbia. You know what I'm saying? In public health, I'm getting an MPH. Boom, I work for New York City Department of Health and Mental Hygiene.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Boom, I'm a rapid assessment and responder. Boom, I go inside now I go in the hoods to find out what's happening in the hoods so that the city could take them resources so that they could repair shit, bring resources there so people could resolve from, you know what I'm saying, like substance use disorders and different things that's happening in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Boom, and I got my own consulting company for personal and group development called Brain Body Sequences. Because it's like, yo, if I was able to do it, all of the tools that I use, now I package it. You know what I'm saying? For dudes that's coming home. And for people that said, see, the goal is to get them before dude end up in the penitentiary. So them youngins that's trying to swagger up crazy, like you can swagger, you can be good, but it's a way you got to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I do.
Gotta have some morals and principles and all that.
So
nowadays, the difference that a lot of brothers out there, a lot of young, they ain't got nobody older guy, schooling them and giving them that G. So they just out here running around crazy without no fucking,
Yo, bro, listen.
And we not here to judge because we was running around here crazy, but it's rules.
But we gonna give you a focus.
Yeah.
The goal is to get them a focus.
Give them a focus.
And the thing about it is that, see, the respect factor is there for us.
Yeah, that's it.
Because now when we
that's the
talking,
difference.
like I go on Crossroads, the Brooklyn Detention Center for the youth, and for them it's like, nah, this nigga here, he really was there. Like when dudes talk about Pete, they like, nah, that nigga's a goon for real. Like he was there. It ain't no trying to figure out how it feel to be a goon or what's entailed in it. We lived that. Like, and we wasn't playing. We wasn't pretending. Remember, we came from the era when the rappers was trying to they was trying to look like us.
Yeah, of course.
Niggas was making videos and they're like, yo, I want to, you see how they?
We want to be like them niggas out
what
there.
What kind of jewelry they wearing? They had stylists fixing them up so they look like the street. That shit done switched. And that don't take nothing away from the dudes that's getting it in, you know what I'm saying, in the industry or whatever. Yeah. But when we talk about the beginning of it, like the South Bronx, like that shit came from the South Bronx. And everybody continues to build on it. You know what I'm saying? We got 50 years of hip hop. All that shit matter.
All that shit
But
matter.
we got to unify that shit now. We talking about 50 years of good health in hip hop. 50 years of community in hip hop. Like, ain't no more home like VH1, the home of the washed up rappers. Fuck that.
Nah.
We got elders in the hip hop community, in the reggaeton community, and all the communities, right? And we respecting them.
Absolutely.
And we looking for them to give up their jewels so that the youngins don't have to continue to fall to this systemic racism shit that we kind of find ourselves encountering on day in and day out. You know what I'm saying? Because the bread is on the table.
The bread's there.
Everybody else taking our culture and they co-opted it and they sitting back chilling. Nah, we gotta eat. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with it, man.
Yeah.
But like I said, you know, I
Tone,
appreciate y'all
how long
for
you been here?
welcoming
How long
me
you
here,
been
man.
on?
I've been on 17 months.
That's it.
17 months. This shit is good. My man hit me this morning. He was like, yo, a lot of shit going on. Yeah, yo, I'm putting up with it and all that. He's like, yo, how you feel, bro? I'm like, listen, I'm just glad to be participating.
Facts.
Because I could be on the lock-in talking about when they call in the yard.
Yeah, facts.
You know, I'm trying to be, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm here. I'm glad I got these, you know what I'm saying, these headaches or whatever. Where I'm parked over on motherfucking Clinton and East Broadway. I'm thinking I'm right down. I'm thinking the door for the spot is right downstairs. I put the, you know, I'm messing with the technology and all that. And then I check it, and it's like, no, you got to go over there. I ran back, got my car, jumped in that shit. I dipped around. I said, yo, this shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I love it.
We love it.
But I love it.
You're
I'm
enjoying
like,
that shit,
I'm enjoying it. You know what I'm saying?
It's a fact, though.
So I'm here, man.
Strike, you're not a motherfucker. You're not in that cell on count time.
Word. And I appreciate it. Like, ain't no shame in my game. When I remember I was when I first got into Columbia, the first semester, it was like 3 or 4 weeks in. So I'm vibing, everybody vibing. I'm just doing whatever I do. So then Dr. Bob Fullerlove, he's talking about the carceral settings, incarceration, and how, you know, how the systemic racism incarcerate Latinos and blacks and so on and so forth. And he's like kind of explaining to a classroom of maybe 200, 300 people about how this shit is unfair. And I see people like get this shit over with. Like, this shit you talking about ain't really what it is. So I was like, Bob knew me. He like, Tony. I said, that shit you talking about, I just experienced. I just came home from jail. In Columbia, they like, I'm like, yeah, the Atticas, the Clintons, the Greenhavens, and them yards, yeah, that's where I just came from. Like, what he talking about? Yeah, that happened. That's real.
The niggas are looking at you like, yo, what the fuck?
Yo, bro, you be amazed, because like I said, I am my experiences.
Absolutely.
The class was over. I had like motherfuckers running to me, asking me for my autograph.
Absolutely.
Yo, Tony, can I talk to you? Yo, can I get your autograph? Literally, can I get your autograph? Yeah. So I'm saying that to say that sometimes, you know what I'm saying, people be ashamed of what they experienced or where they come from or what they did, or you know what I'm saying? But the reality is, when you think about what Malcolm said, you shouldn't be ashamed for once being a criminal. You should be ashamed for remaining a criminal. Right?
That's a fact.
So the goal, right? We in this information age, right? Where you could get the bag in different ways.
Super different ways.
We ain't even got to do it the way we was doing it before.
Yep.
Your swag gonna get you the bag. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
It's so many different
We
ways.
was talking about that yesterday, Tone. Like, you know, we ain't gotta. It's there. History is there. We ain't gotta try it. It's all gonna be put in front of us. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I created this platform. Because
platform is
anybody
official.
can't just do this platform.
That's a fact.
You feel me?
That's a fact.
I mean,
and be credentialed. You know what I'm saying?
feel
And
what
be
I'm
like,
saying?
yo,
Like,
no,
you really
you
want
want to
to
go there. That's where you want to go. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
You
You
going
feel
to
what I'm
see
saying?
Pete.
There you go.
And he understand because he been through it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
There you
saying?
go.
Like it's different when you talking about doing something and you ain't never really been there. And I mean, keep it a buck. If you ain't never really been there, make sure you get people to come to talk about it that been there.
Absolutely.
It's a way to do it. But when you with somebody that been there on a state and federal level and all that shit, and in them hoods, I had somebody ask me yesterday that worked with me. They was like, Tony, you know, I know you from the Bronx. You don't be nervous driving such a nice car around here? And I was like, huh? I said, you know, that kind of never really crossed my mind really in that way. I said, I think about somebody driving recklessly and running into me. I said, I think about the dude that think he gonna run down on me and get my chain off my neck. I said, because that's just environmental awareness. But it doesn't overwhelm the hell out of me to where I'm like, oh my God, I can't wear my stuff. I can't be in my hood. I can't drive my nice car. I'm from here. She was like, I like that. I never really thought. I said, I'm from here. Like I'm from here. You know what I'm saying? So
it's true. We moved the way we moved.
Yeah, so being
we
from
don't
here,
change nothing.
yeah, that shit, that really, really matters. That's a whole different set of circumstances. So you want to come see the dogs in the yard,
You
man.
already know. Come see your boy Pistol.
Word.
So one last question, man. I want to ask you about prison reform. You think it's needed?
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. So it's good that you asked that question, right? And y'all need to know this shit ain't staged, right?
This ain't stage.
So with prison reform, so what, you know, I mentioned, I kind of dropped it real quick. I said BPI, I said Bard College, the Bard Prison Initiative, right? What we're doing, right? We're in the middle of, and I say we, but I'm spearheading the campaign, and I got a lot of support from individuals in different universities or whatever, to replicate the Bard Prison Initiative model, replicate it, and put it in every prison, right? Because that's what's going to cause, that's what gave me my transition to my reform. Right? But that model, I done seen the best of them, the Moshes of the world, the bosses of the world.
Yeah.
These dudes, Borsellini, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These dudes are dudes that, real dudes like us, that got to it, went to college while they was in prison, because there's a few other programs like Hudson Link, Alliance University, but they don't do it like Bard. We trying to take the Bard standard and put it in every prison. But what has to happen is that the administrators and the commissioners got to open the doors for it. That's where the stoppage is happening at. So we definitely need prison reform, because that's a place where you're supposed to go to reform yourself, to change yourself. Back in the days, we used to talk about, so we still here now, we talk about the penitentiary. The base foundation, the etymology of that word is penitence.
That's right.
Right? So you should be inside of those environments, reflecting, being mindful, repenting for whatever sins or whatever crimes you may have committed, right? Think not, and maybe you don't want to think about society. Think about your family, like how you hurt mommy, or how you left your wife alone, or your boy had to grow up on his own, or your daughter had to grow up without dad. You know what I'm saying? You ain't there to teach your daughter how to be a wife, so she keep messing up relationships and blaming it on the dude, right? That's our job. That's our obligation. So with prison reform, it allows men and women to get their minds right. Right. And as a side effect, when you get your mind right, then you take on the responsibilities that's endowed upon you, which is raising your family, supporting your family,
That's right.
and any other people that find themselves in those sets of circumstances. So without a doubt, we need prison reform in every shape, form, and fashion. And if we get good models, it don't just got to be the Bard model. Any kind of model, and put them inside the prisons. When dudes come up short or women come up short and they find themselves in prisons, they'll have the equipment and the tools that they need so they could transform themselves. Because the worst thing you could do is try to tell somebody what you think they need. Right? We need the community to tell us what they need. We need the individual to say, yo,
yeah,
want to hold myself accountable. I need this, that, and the third. And this is what I need y'all to help me get.
That's it.
So yeah, we need prison reform.
That's all we ever wanted.
That's a fact.
It's just a guide, just a guideline of just showed us the wave.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Anyway, with that being said, man, I want to thank my brother, man.
You already
Toe
know.
for coming through, man.
Giving
Dog
you
in the yard. Man, Toe. You already know.
That's a fact, baby. We here.
You already know. Your boy Pistol Pete. My longtime homie, man. You already know. Tone.
Right.
You already know. Dog in the yard.
Yo, welcome back to Dog in the Yard. See what I told you about that interview? Super legendary. And Tone really ain't no different from the rest of us. Born in Harlem, raised up in the Bronx, and he overcame many obstacles. Currently, he's completing his master's at Columbia University, and he's the CEO of Brain Body Sequences Consulting Services. It goes to show you, if you can see it, it's yours. All you gotta do is dream. Dream big. If there's nothing for you to go through, there's nowhere for you to be. Trap Star Trizzy, Dog in the Yard. I'm out.
Fuck your life. Fuck what you thinking, nigga. Fuck. Look, is you dumping or you dipping? Which one? I'm with the gang. Is you blunting or you crippin'? Throw it up, shots bang. You gon' slug them or you clip them? Call whoever you want. That shit won't make a difference at all, pussy. You hear that whistle and you're dead. Bang. Put a missile to your head. Bing. Bang. We get into this bread. Chip witness protection.